Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Sketchdom. My name is Jason Sketch, and I'm super excited to bring you guys some Marvel Champions content. Today, we're taking Aggression Silk up against Ebony Maw for the week 4 of the LEDT. It's wild that we're almost to the end of this tournament. I hope you guys have had a good time with it, just as much as we have. Be sure to follow MC Deck Discussion, Solo Marvel Champion, and of course, Facing the Encounter. I did make some changes to my deck, enough that I think it'd be best if you just check the deck description below. So let's head on down to the table. We're going to check things out. I'm pretty excited about it, and it should be a wildly awesome game. All right, I've dilly-dallied enough. Let's head on down. All right, folks, welcome down to the table. Super excited to have you all here. It's going to be a good game. Don't be afraid to leave a like, comment, or a wonderful description click. I'm trying to reach 300 subscribers, and any amount of support goes a long way. They all help push this wonderful video. All right, I know you guys are like, cool, Jason, just get into it, so let's do it. We'll remove this wonderful Valentine's gift I got from my wife. Love me some Gambit and Rogue. It's gorgeous and beautiful. Hope you guys like it as well. Just wanted to show it off because my wife is super cool. Now, I know it was like a couple weeks after Valentine's, but maybe it'll give you an idea of when I recorded this game. Okay. Let's make it happen. First things first, this is going to flip. Each player discards cards from the top of the encounter deck until they find a spell. Manipulation, alright. Then shuffle the encounter deck, or discard pile onto the encounter deck. I don't have a discard pile, so I'm not going to shuffle. And then Ebony Maw is going to do the same thing, right? Because it doesn't require it. Shuffle the encounter deck, counter discard pile into the encounter deck. There's nothing there, so we'll just shuffle, just for good measure of just cuz. Manipulation's annoying, but not terrible. At one point, I did have like 2 fireballs and 2 of the some of the other ones that caused damage, and it was a wild ride that game. So okay, it was a practice round though. Because up here, we're gonna do his spells. Gang Up gone. Pacification. Okay, not only that, we're gonna be stunned and confused within a turn of each other, so we just gotta be careful of that. Not unmanageable, just something to keep an eye on. Okay, here we go. Things we want to look for. We want Albert Moon, probably right off the bat. If we can get Albert Moon, I think the rest of everything else works out pretty well. So, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, well, this is a tough because organic webbing is really good. We are going to hold on to both of those. I think we hold on to Helicarrier. We'll dump these 2 and see what else we draw. 1, 2. Okay. Cross the Spider-Verse into a Madam Web actually sounds kind of fun. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and spend my energy and Across the Spider-Verse. Get the Helicarrier on the table. Strength is going to get the organic webbing on the table. We'll hold on to combat training for now. Let's flip up. Don't like losing 2 doubles like that right off the bat, but here we are. All right, and we have lots of options of things that we can do. So I wish I could afford to put combat training down. All right. But we, as a Silk, will go ahead and we'll punch 2 to get him down to 16 right off the bat. And we will then, I don't think there's anything else I can do this turn, so we'll go ahead and ready up. 1, 2, 3, 4, nice, 5. Okay. Threat's going to go up to 2. He's going to attack for 2 plus a boost. I'm going to go ahead and I can take it for 3 for now. I mean, I can take this damage, or I can just defend for 3. And wish that we had a card that let me get some things underneath me, but we don't have those at the moment. So I think the defending is still good. So 2. Yes, and that was a 3 right there, so I'm glad that I did. We're going to take 2 points of damage. When he activated, though, these do click down. I got to get back to remembering that. That is the part that I struggle with a little bit. We're going to get those click down, though. And then we get an encounter card B, a treachery. You are a Black Order infantry. Okay. And you come in with 4 health points. Getting a minion underneath me, though, is not a terrible thing. Alright. We will use the helicarrier. Play endurance. May sound silly, but getting 3 more health points is not a bad deal. I don't remember where I took 2. Okay. Then, I like to take that minion out before I get this stun, or I get it confused here first. I can either clear threats now, or just not worry about it currently. J. Jonah Jameson would be fun to get down too. I can get down either one. But if I take out that minion now, I can use it to ready up and clear the threat. Choices, choices, choices. I think that's what we're going to end up doing, though. Unfortunately, we don't have any way to do overkill damage to the Black Order infantry. J. Jonah Jameson, so nice, especially when he starts getting things cycling for us. We are going to have to start flipping down here soon. I think we are going to skip him this round. Play Swinging Silk Kick. Take out this Black Order infantry so it can come down here. I am going to go ahead and discard it. Organic webbing. Ready up and clear the main scheme. Okay. We're staying up for now. Oh, we could flip down and probably would we be able to get encounter cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the Silk, Outwits, Team Building Exercise, Spider Claws. Where are you, Albert? I need you, buddy. This need is a relative term. Okay. Not drawing some of the cards that I would like to have right now. That is okay, though. We'll get some other things set up, and hopefully we'll get to what we need. All right. Ebony Maw is going to stare at me as that goes up by 1. Here is the fun part. Okay, this does pop. You're going to get confused. Okay, and discard 1 card at random from your hand. I don't remember there being anything in particular that I was like, oh, I would hate to lose that in his hand. That being said, shuffle it up. And team building exercise. Okay. That is a little annoying, but not the most valuable card in my hand there. Leaves me with good Spider Claws, or actually probably what I want to get on the table at the end of this turn. He is going to attack me, though, for 2 plus a boost. Defend for 3. 2. 3, take no damage. Awesome. Treachery. Sorry, not treachery. Encounter card. We hope to the treachery. Exhaust your identity card. All right, but that does come down here. I do like that we're getting a surge right now. That is exciting. All right, just want to make sure I'm there because then it makes me get another card, which is oh good, assault. Okay, this is why we defend. He's attacking for 2, and he gets a tough status card. Okay, well that's not as bad as it could have been. That gives him a tough status card. Does not come out though. Okay. We ended up with 2 cards in our hand, so that is actually quite fun. We'll spend Outwit and Relentless Assault. Get Spider Claws onto the table. Go ahead and play Smooth as Silk. Choose an enemy. Or Scheme and Play. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a card from that same encounter deck. Or, yeah, same set. Counter set. As the chosen card is discarded. Took that card underneath Silk. So we'll choose Ebony Maw. Oh, wow. There's Master Plan. Manipulation comes to us, though. Fun. Good. Go ahead and how about that a little bit? I think we are gonna do discarding of salt here. Pull onto assaults. No, discard assault. We're ready. Did I have saved any cards? I forgot I had Helicarrier. Any that I needed to save? Not really. Okay. And we'll use our Sharp Claws for an attack, which lets us attack for 3. This attack get +1 attack for each card tucked under her from the same encounter set as the attacked enemy. Attack gains piercing. So we're going to go ahead and cut through this tough and do 3 points of damage here to get him down to 13. Alright. I know this may sound strange, but I think I am going to flip Man Sun and Confused here in a second. We're going to flip down and hope for the best here. Really? Or could we stay up? Defend. We'll go up to 2. And the likelihood of him drawing 4. So he gets into an advance, which is a possibility. Question now becomes, do I discard 2 cards to see what I draw? Or do I do. I'm going to go ahead and discard an Exhaustion. Draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Both these will go ahead and just go into play for free. Alright. Get some out of my deck. We'll put Front Organization right here. Nice. Okay. Ready everything back up. Let's get a hand size of 6 going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Got some cool things happening here. Spider Reflexes are going to be great. And a Nick Fury as well. So, really good stuff actually in our hand here. Plus, we'll just draw some extra cards here in a second. So, see how this goes. Threat's going to go up to 2. Ebony Maw is going to scheme. Makes this tick down. Exhaust each upgrade you control. And I am stunned. Okay. Annoying, but could be worse. 2. Alright, Didn't think through that. 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is fine. Just pop this off, fortunately. And we're going to shuffle the encounter deck into the discard pile. But we don't have like 1,000 other spells out, which is kind of nice. So, go get some things squared away here. And we're getting closer and closer to Mr. Moon. Which just makes things easier right at the beginning of the game. We also have a Professor X in here somewhere too, so there's lots of cool things that are getting ready to show up at some point. That is shuffled up. Let's cut it in half. Each player discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until they discard a spell environment and puts it into play in their play area. Manipulation. Okay. He's just doing a lot of status nonsense to us right now. Kind of annoying, but could be worse. All right. It goes to 1. Our encounter card is Super Giant. But she can't quick strike me because I am down. So, awesome. That character is stunned. Okay. We need to get some things squared away here. We're doing not too bad. Probably actually can clear all our statuses this turn. We're going to go ahead and discard this 1 manipulation here. Draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Drop kick and a power and regression. That is interesting. Okay. We got 2 power of regressions in here. Really maybe wish I had J. Jonah Jameson down. We want to for sure get Spider Reflexes onto the table, so we want to hold on to those cards. Getting the drop kick down would be great. We'll use Helicarrier. Wall Crawl, Power of Aggression. And, oh man, Swinging Silk Kick would be nice to take out. Things there, though. But there are the Swinging Silk Kicks in the deck, so. Don't want to lose some things. I'm just trying to really double check all the things here. I think that's what I want to do to get Nick Fury on the table. I think it's smart to get Nick on the table. Hold on to that. And that draws me 3 more cards when he comes into play. 1, 2, 3. And there's a Professor X, and there's another drop kick. Okay. We want to go ahead and spin for Spider Reflexes. If I get Martial Prowess down, a drop kick. So, I think that's what we need to do here. Ah, man, I wish I could really just take her out in one go, though. That is fine. We'll get pretty darn close. We are going to go ahead and flip up. And we're going to first and... Oh, right, everything's exhausted and I don't have a way to ready. Fine. Spin the power of aggression. Get martial prowess onto the table. Thank you, Professor. Then we're going to go ahead and clear our stun. Use nonsense is coming back up, so. Wrong spot. That's where my confuses live. Okay. Then we will play drop kick on Ebony Maw. Now, something I realize I'm going to draw a card here in a second, but that's okay. He's going to take 4 points of damage, which gets him down to 9. And then he also gets stunned, which is still super helpful. We draw a card with dropkick here. It is Spider-Woman. Nice card to hold on to. So. What are we going to do, Mr. Nick? I think Nick's going to go ahead and punch Supergiant for 2. And we will ready up. Do I want to hold on to Spider-Woman right now? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I really like Spider-Woman. SPDR is also nice. Ready everything up. Threat's going to go up to 2. Ebony Maw is stunned, so he can't activate. Supergiant is going to attack. We'll have Nick Fury defend. 2. It takes out Nick Fury. We then get an encounter card, which is a Black Order Infiltrate. All right. Again, could be worse. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and play Smooth as Silk and choose Ebony Maw. Discard cards. Okay, we got a pacification. Question then becomes, do we place SPDR or Relentless Assault? And I think right now with all the minions we got out here, we need to get we can do both. Okay. Oh shoot. That's on. Okay. Alright. We're gonna use Martial Prowess and Helicarrier. Play Relentless Assault. take out Super Giants and do 2 points of damage to Ebony Maw. I don't believe Guard prevents that. The attack was on Super Giant, so excess damage goes. Oh, and Super Giant comes to me. That's right, because I defeated a minion. Goes here, so he goes down to 7. Then that is wonderful. Then we will, unfortunately, not be able to play Spider-Woman right now, but we'll go ahead and get Yar on the table. We'll look at our situation and do a point of damage to the Black Order infantry. We don't have anything from that set, so that is okay. We are going to go ahead and actually clear our confuse. Discard Super Giant for organic webbing. We're ready up. Silk. Silk then has a choice. She can either punch for 2 or she can clear 2 threat. I think we're going to go ahead and clear 2 threat. The main. Really like to start get the scoop taken care of, but we're not going to be able to do that right now. Let's ready back up. Spider Reflexes is going to be clutch. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the last 5 cards in my deck. We get an encounter card. Shuffle up my deck. Albert, you were on the bottom of the deck the whole time? Really, dude? Really? Okay. Well, here we are. Actually, fantastic cards in our hand. All right. First things first. Threat goes up by 1. Ebony Maw is going to come in for an attack. When he does, that knocks this down to 1. Then we try a little on the inside, but we're going to go ahead and defend using Spider Reflexes. You have 1 Ebony Maw card, so we're defending for 4. He attacks for 2, 3, 4, 5. We do take a point of damage. We get the top card of the encounter deck as a tuck card, which is a Rumble Storm. Nice. Okay, then we get an encounter card. First one is Advance. Why I'm glad I didn't flip. Villain Schemes. Okay. Oh, and we take 2 points of damage from here first. So there's that. The advance is going to come to us. He's scheming for 2, 3. Okay. Could have been worse. It's up to 4. Then we get another encounter card. Deal 1 damage to your hero for each spell environment in your play area. If you take no damage this way, this card gains Surge. Awesome. We get another Treachery. And we are down to 5 health points. All right. That was fun. So much fun. Okay. It's our hand. We were going to play Web of Life and Destiny for free. Ignore the resource cost of this card. Awesome. Then we're going to look at our hand here. Wish we had a lightning resource, which is still a possibility. We also want Albert Moon on the table. Thinking Silk Kick just sounds and feels so good. Because of that stupid Black Order infiltrate that we need to get rid of. So, do I have any? They're all Ebony Maw except for that one, which is a standard. Black Order infiltrate does need to get needs to be gotten rid of. Also play Spider-Man. Okay. Want to get Albert Moon on the table too. And if we flip down, we'll be able to do that, I believe. Getting rid of the infiltrate is going to be nice. Albert Moon is also going to be able to help heal us back up. I would like to get Spider-Man on the table too. Might be able to do that depending on what we draw. So, we won't be able to do that. We won't be able to do both. Or all three, excuse me. I can do a drop kick and get rid of the Black Order infiltrate. We draw an extra card doing that. So let's see what happens. Martial Prowess and Helicarrier and Swinging Silk Kick. Yep, it's got to be that. We're going to play Drop Kick because I used a Fist resource. I do get to draw a card, but it is going to take out the Black Order infantry and give Ebony Maw a tough status card. We're going to draw a card. We got Spider-Woman. Okay. SPDR can take excess consequential damage. Clear 2 threat off the main. Come back to our hand. Web of Life and Destiny is going to kick off. We draw a card. Okay. These three we can definitely play. Peter Parker. So we do want to go ahead and get Albert Moon on the table too. We'll make some choices from there. So I can ready and either take out his tough now or clear them. Yeah, let's do that. If I play Peter Parker, won't be able to because I'll have to use Albert Moon to be able to do so. I don't want to lose Albert Moon. Discard Agent of Thanos. Organic Webbing. Ready up. We can clear 2 threat. And see what we draw. Really what we end up drawing is going to make a huge difference on our next choices here. So we do need to do some healing too. We're going to go ahead and clear the last 2 threat off the main. We're going to flip down. We're going to look at our hand here. We're going to discard Rumble Storm. Draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Here's J. Jonah Jameson as well. Okay. Um, want to get Albert Moon on the table. So it spends Outwit and Erratic Memory to get Albert Moon down. Hate that it's this late in the game. Spider-Man or Spider-Woman. If I do Spider-Man, he can give me some readies as we play. If I do Spider-Woman, she's going to come in and she's going to help manage damage on Ebony Maw. We can also get J. Jonah Jameson down. We can start working on Get the Scoop. Start helping to cycle more and more encounter cards. There's a lot of tough choices right here. I do like Spider-Man. I do like Spider-Woman. I like J. Jonah Jameson. Spider-Woman's going to help bring a little bit of damage as she comes in. She'll clear that tough automatically. Then can go ahead and attack for 2. Spider-Man will help keep threat down on the main. And can also attack for 2. Spider-Woman gives us an immediate response. J. Jonah Jameson gives us also an immediate response. Still have other cards in our deck here. If we get SPDR down, she can clear 2 threat. Draw a card. Doesn't help necessarily. Have the right amount for Spider-Man, which is what the hard part is. But if we use him now, he's not going to be able to do anything because he can't ready sending Moon up just yet. We are flipped down. We need to wait a turn and just hope for the best. I mean that we're at a spot where we're at 9 threat right now. I'm going to come up confused. Having an extra ready to do some stuff would be great. I think we just don't want to lose any of these guys. So we're going to toss all of these for now. We'll get Spider-Man on the table. Be available for us. Okay, and we're going to hope that we get across the Spider-Verse at some point. Albert Moon is going to go ahead and exhaust to heal us for 2. Now, where's my... There it is. And let's draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Power of Aggression, there's Across the Spider-Verse, and the Power of Aggression, Swinging Silk Kick, Wall Crawl, and Madam Web. Okay. Ready everything back up. Here we go. Threat's going to go up by 1. He's going to scheme for 2 plus a boost. This does pop off first. After the invocation counter is removed from the manipulation card, discard 1 card at random from your hand. You are confused. Okay. Go. Anything in here that I'm going to be sad to lose Across the Spider-Verse, so hope that we don't do that one. Wall Crawl. Okay. Also, I am confused. 2. Oh my gosh, why do you keep getting these? 5. We're at 6. Okay. Anybody else have that sound from Pokemon that, like, you're about to die sound going in their head? Because I definitely do right now. And then our encounter card is Blood Despair. Each minion engaged with the player activates against that player. Each player who's not engaged with the minion searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a black order minion, puts it into play, engaged with them. Shuffle the encounter deck. Okay. This black order infiltrate back out. Not terrible. We can manage that. Shuffle this up. Said to. Fortunately, I can't get that Blood Despair in my hand. Okay. Awesome. Comes in with 4 health. We managed to survive, which is good news. So, first things first, we're going to look at our hand here. Our Moon is going to heal us for 2. Up to 8. Across the Spider-Verse, a hero action? It is a hero action. Okay. We're going to advance. We're going to discard Pacification. Draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Okay. A drop kick in is going to be nice, and then we can use Across the Spider-Verse as well. So, I want to make sure we cut through all his nonsense. He's going to pull a spell out here in a second. It looks like, but we can get a stun on him. Oh, I cannot get a stun on him because Black Order infantry is in the way. Now we want to save that there, though. Still forward Across the Spider-Verse. 2 great cards, so. Let's make that happen. I don't think the other advance is in here, is it? It is, and I'm going to be less worried about what's going on. It is not. Okay. All right, so question becomes then, we need to get rid of, we can get rid of him. Pretty easy. Like to get him killed instead. We also need to clear a lot of threat. So, we can get him taken care of, and we can do the stun. We get a lot of things done, plus get a lot of threat cleared. Okay. So, do we recover? Right now? My vote is no, because I want to clear my confuse. Help clear out the main. But with everybody I'm pulling out, I should be able to clear out the main pretty well. Cleared down the main pretty quickly. Getting a recover is not going to be a bad thing. Let's see if it helps us out. We'll get up to 5 here. At 11. We're going to flip up. Spider-Man is going to attack, or sorry, clear 2 threat. Down to 4. And ready, Silk. Silk's going to clear her confuse. The rest of her choices are going to be based off of other things here in a second. I'm going to move this to the side here because we're going to run out of room here in a second. What we're about to do. Okay. We're going to hold on to this drop kick so we don't accidentally spend it. Then looking at everything again, perfect. Helicarrier. Power of Aggression. We're going to play, Helicarrier and Madam Web. We're going to play Across the Spider-Verse. Exhaust a Web Warrior card you control. This is a Web Warrior card I control, so we will go ahead and exhaust Web of Life and Destiny. Search the discard pile for a Web Warrior ally. Put them into play. We're going to choose Spider-Woman. So see her, she is off the map there. Jason, let's see if we can scoot some of this stuff over. A little more room for her. When she comes into play, we'll go ahead and do a point of damage here. Then it says, then choose a player. I choose myself. That player may spend 3 resources of any type. Repeat this ability. I will spend these 3 resources to bring Madam Web into play. Awesome. After Madam, and when she comes in, she'll do a point of damage here because of Spider-Woman. After Madam Web, y'all want to play? Yep. Awesome. And Across Spider-Verse gets discarded. That is such a good card. All right, what were we doing here? So the damage was dealt there. After Madam Web enters play, look at the top X cards in the encounter deck, where X is the number of Web Warrior cards you control. You may discard 1 card, looked at it this way, and put the rest back in any order. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We're going to get rid of one of his fireballs. Now we need to check out what our damage is here. I think we'll make one of his fireballs a... Okay, if we're going to beat him here, he's going to get fireball out either way. Right? How much damage are we about to do to him? 2. I think you shuffle the deck too. I need to know that. Okay. 2 itself. Plus another 4. So we're going to do 6 points of damage to him here in a second. So, knowing that, not going to draw his fireball. We already discarded the card we wanted, so which ones do we want to make encounter cards here? We want this to be our boost card. Oh, he's going to be stunned. Choose an encounter card, and then setting up our boost card. Okay. Counter card is going to be Reactor Overload. When he gets his next spell, it's going to be Pacification. Then we have Landing Craft. Do my next encounter card. I will make Fireball my next Boost card. That's what I'm hoping will happen. Okay. He's then going to clear 2 threat off the main here. Still haven't been able to get the scoop squared away. J. Jonah Jameson will come back around, though. Spider Woman is going to go ahead and take care of the minion there for me. Fortunately, because she takes him out, I don't get the benefit of putting her tucked underneath me. After you defeat, and it's not me, it's my ally, and you and Silk and I are the same. So, I'll give the minion a tough status card. He already has one. We are then going to discard this advance for the organic webbing to ready me up. I'm going to attack using my spider claws. Do 2 points of damage to him, which clears the tough, gets him down to 5. We're then going to use martial prowess and the power of protection. Play drop kick to stun him. And do 4 points of damage, which gets him down to 1. I also get to draw a card. In building exercise, we're going to go ahead and ditch that card and ready up. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Threat's going to go up to 3. Ebony Maw is stunned. Draw a card. Reactor overload. We either place 2 threat there, or we take 2 points of damage. I didn't draw into my fun card. I'm gonna get so many readies off here, though. I think it is okay to put 2 threat here. We'll deal with that. Okay. Don't get any encounter cards, though. Well, we will after we clear the threat there, though. All right. It's my turn, though. That was wild. We're going to go ahead and do 2 threat off of here to get it down to 3. It does take out Madam Web. Go get to draw a card with Web of Life and Destiny. Strength. Look at that. Okay. Then, Silk will go ahead and clear 2 threat. Gets it down to 1. Spider-Man also clear 2 threat. Bummer. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not sure why that's still on. Actually, take that back. So let's go back up to 5 here. Put that strength back on top because we're going to draw it again anyways. We know we're drawing it. We just want to make sure we're getting things done in the right order. I think Silk clears 2. Gets it down to 3. Spider-Man then clears 2. Gets it down to 1. And ready Silk back up, who will then clear the last 2 threat from here. We get that as a discard. Then we will have Madam Web do her thing. Clear 2 threat from the main. Lets me draw a card, which is the double the strength there. Okay. Here we go. You have fun things happening. So Spider-Woman will go ahead and attack for 2, taking out Ebony Maw, getting him down to number 3, which gets his health to 23. Each player discards cards from the top of the encounter deck until they discard a spell card. Put that spell into play in their play area, which we know is going to be Pacification. Awesome. Cool. Next, we are going to look at our hand here. We'll spend Strength and Martial Prowess. Play Dropkick. Which lets me do 4 points of damage. Gets him down to 19. Done, Mr. Maw. You draw a card. Nick Fury. That changed things. Okay. I would like to play Swinging Soap Kick, and I think I can. So Helicarrier. These 3 cards. We'll play Nick Fury. Who then draw me 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Excuse me. I think we're going to look at our cards here for a second, and then old Nick is going to clear 2 threat. Yeah. Get the scoop. And then oh yeah, actually this is genius. Then we will discard this. We're ready Silk up with Organic Webbing, who's going to clear 2 more threat off of Get the Scoop. Look at the top 2 cards of the encounter deck. Choose one. Took one under their identity. So This one's going to go here. The fireball is going to get tucked underneath me. Nice. Then we will spend the Relentless Assault and Genius. Play Swinging Silk Kick. And take the Fireball out. Start a Fireball. Do 9 points of damage to Old Ebony Maw, which gets him down to 10. Nice. Look at the we have one wall crawl left. And I want to hold on to because you never know what's going to happen. We are going to go ahead and ready up. I think that's everything, right? Yes. 3 cards left in our hand deck. We're going to get 2 encounter cards. This will make or break what's going to happen next. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Counter card. 5. Okay. Ready everything else back up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Threat's going to go up to 2. Maw is stunned. We draw a card. Counter card, which is going to be the second encounter card. First encounter card is a landing craft. Second encounter card is the Rumble Storm. It does have surge, so that comes in with 3. Remove 1 invocation counter from each spell environment in your play area. If no spell encounters in your play area will remove this way. Look for a spell. So we're going to get that there. This goes down to 2. Goes down to 2. Okay. But we do have your treachery. All right. Nick Fury leaves play. Nick, for your hard work, sir. Wish you're a web warrior, but that is okay. There is 2 thread on here. Okay. Super Giants in here, right? Means we have one other problem. Yep, Super Giants in there. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Nope. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just attack him straight up and take all the nonsense. I don't think we're gonna be able to take him out this turn unless we draw some like another swinging silk kick. So let's get down to business. Go ahead and take out that side scheme so we can have it as silk. When defeated, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck. Until a minion is discarded, put that minion into play, engage with you. Oh, good. Okay. Well, that change. Hopefully we don't get rid of the energy. That's going to be annoying if we get rid of the energy. We don't want to do that. Okay, the wall crawl. Live with that. All right. Three plus 4 is 7. We don't know what we're drawing next. So, Spider-Man will stand there and look pretty. We're going to play use Martial Prowess and Helicarrier to play Relentless Assault. Take out this Outrider. And deal 3 damage to Ebony Maw, which gets him down to 7. Okay. Then Spider-Man will clear the 2 threat from the main. Ready, Silk. Leaves play. We draw a card with Web of Life and Destiny. Strength. Okay. Cool beans. Have one more option there for funness. So, Spider-Woman, go ahead and attack for 2, getting him down to 5. We draw a card with Web of Life and Destiny. Dropkick. Okay. Nice. That's all we needed. We'll attack for 2. Down to 3. And then we will spend Move the Silk and Strength, play a drop kick, and kick his face in. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we get a perfect 10 with Silk against Ebony Maw and control his deck. This was a lot of fun. I've come to really like Silk. It is a lot more thinky than I want it to be sometimes with Marvel Champions. It's not a bad thing, but it does make a difference. I don't believe I messed anything up anywhere. The stunning with the drop kicks was really, really clutch in this deck. Madam Web actually surprised me as a character that I didn't expect to really enjoy. And when I came in and was able to, is she down here somewhere? Is in our draw pile. For her to be able to do what she did when she came in with 5 viewing. Where are you? Being able to view like 5 cards was pretty wild. I think Madam Web is actually really nice, especially for what she brings to the table. I loved SPDR. I did make mistakes with SPDR in previous games where I just thought that doing a regular thwart would bring her back to the table. So it does not, unfortunately. Just managing that is going to be an interesting thing to remember for the future when I play her again. The drop kicks were great. Getting the draw the extra card plus getting the stuns down was super clutch. Martial Prowess really makes it helpful for that. You just had to make sure that you always had a fist resource when you did that. Those assaults were good too to take out minions when it came around to that. Really thankful for those cards. I never had to play aggressive stance, and I don't know if aggressive stance is really good outside of anybody that's not running a preparation build. Like, this would be great for Black Widow. I don't know if it's great for anybody else. Maybe Bucky. Kind of depending on how you want to play things. I just never get preparations on the table outside of Nick and Bucky. So, not counting Ready for a Fight. Silk's got some really cool cards. She's got some clutch things. I don't feel like I get to use her entire kit which is totally fine. This organic webbing, though, is really, really nice. And we would have been able to discard a card to get organic webbing going again. Spider Reflexes is really, really good when you're actually getting to defend. I think every time I had a chance to defend, he ended up being stunned. And so once we got it down to where we were pretty much drawing the drop kicks pretty consistently, it made it a lot easier. Control what was going on. I may have missed one Spider Reflexes or two. The spells are interesting. Endurance is just clutch for any kind of tournament game you're doing like this, where you have a limited environment. Make sure you gather an endurance if you can. Albert Moon. Early game makes things so much smoother. Can help get things cycling for you. Can heal you up quite a bit. Got to where I didn't really need as much healing. Thought about flipping down several times, but I wanted to make sure I didn't get schemed out, because that happened to me in one game where I was practicing and I got to a point where an advance came in after I had let him scheme. So just had to control that a little bit. Professor X was helpful here and there as needed. Anything else? Swing and silk kick is just always fun. Drop kick was great. Get the scoop is a good time, especially if you can get J. Jonah Jameson down. And I just wasn't able to do it this round. There's other priorities that I wanted to play. But once he gets his cycle moving of, all right, you flip down, you get the thing, you get 2 cleared off the next turn, 2 cleared off the next turn, you get back down, and he kind of cycles through quite a bit. He gets a lot of cool, helps you get a lot of cards pretty quickly. So, team building exercise, I thought it was going to be help you get Web Warriors down. I don't think I played it ever any times that I used it. So I added it into the deck, and then it just ended up not being helpful. I am going to say that having the powers of aggression made a huge difference in this build. I was playing with Adam for a while, and it definitely hurt. So, of course, Spider-Man with his readies are super helpful. Again, using that and organic webbing, you get to ready 3 times is ridiculous. Spider-Woman's just a lot of fun. I wish I could have used her ability a little bit more with pulling in more spiders, and maybe I play another Web Warrior deck in Legacy after the tournament's over, just to try to showcase her a little bit more. But you can't use her in Spider-Woman, because then I would combo it with some other fighters, but it's all good. Maybe you do it in Adam Warlock and give him the... No, you can't quite do it there, but we'll figure it out. I'd love to find a way to make it where I can have multiple color spiders. Spider-Man is nice again with all the readies. Relentless Assaults were pretty clutch, actually, in taking out minions. I forgot how good this card can really be. I haven't played it... Well, I guess this past year I ended up playing it a lot more because of wonderful Bucky. So it came about into play. I did wall crawl a couple of times. Got to where I relied more on minions to deal with threat removal. Nick Fury actually was a lot more helpful here than I thought he was going to be. Once he came in and helped me draw 3 more cards, it actually did shuffle through my deck a lot more and help make things smoother. And of course, Smooth and Silk is great. So I don't think I missed a surge anywhere. If I did, please forgive me. I think overall, it's a good game. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys thought. And yeah. Next time I'll be deadly serious next time. Peace.